Well, hi. Usually I read you a book, but today we're going to make chocolate chip double cookies. All right. So I will tell you the recipe as I go along. Since you guys aren't here to make them with me, I thought I would just make them and you can watch me. All right, here we go. First off, I already washed my hands. Make sure my hair is out of the way. Okay. So the first thing I did, 3 sticks of unsalted butter, and it's soft, room temperature. It's not all melted. Okay, so I'll put that in there. Okay, the next thing we have is 1.5 cups sugar. I should have got the measuring cups down first, but I did not. That's okay. All right, so I'm going to use 1.5 cups of sugar. And I just kind of level it off. 1.5 cups, and that's the white sugar, okay? And then I need 1.5 cups brown sugar. So now for the brown sugar, sometimes you pack it. I don't. I just, for this recipe, I just scoop it up, kind of just level it off. There's 1.5. So like I said, I just kind of scoop it up. I don't really pack it in there, and I just kind of measure it off. There's 1/2. So 1.5 brown sugar. All right. So I'm going to mix this a little bit so the butter and the sugars can cream. And I'll get a scraper. Oh, it's so nice out. We have sunshine today. It's a beautiful day. All right. All right, so I'm going to make sure and scrape down the sides just because sometimes butter and sugar get up on the side, and that way it all mixes together. Okay? I even kind of take it off my paddle. All right. So now we're going to get 4 eggs. 4 eggs. So I'm guessing I should probably get in the fridge. Just a second. Let me get the eggs out of the fridge. All right. So my friend Bonnie brought these over. You want to see how big her eggs are? Woo! Her chickens lay some good eggs, don't they? Now, I always crack into a bowl just in case I happen to get a shell. You don't have to, but I do. There's 1, 2, 3, and 1 more makes 4. 4 eggs. All right, so we'll put those in there. Doing good so far. All right, we'll mix it just a little bit. All right, I have egg on my hand. I better wash it off. So the next thing we're gonna add is 1 teaspoon vanilla. So I have my little teaspoon here. Vanilla smells so good, but if you were to lick this, not so tasty. It is good in cookies though. And then we need 1 teaspoon kosher salt. So Grandma kind of just wings it when it comes to that. I'll just put in a teaspoon. Ta-da! Okay. And then 2 teaspoons baking soda. So this is the box, the kind of thing for baking soda. Dry off my little spoon. All right, so 2 teaspoons baking soda. 1, 2. Do you know when you're cooking you use math? Yeah, it's important to know math. Looks like I already splashed on me. Oh well. All right, so we're going to mix this a little bit. That looks pretty good. All right, so now we're going to put in 4.5 cups of flour. All right, so usually there's lots of ways to mix flour, put flour in. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get a clean spoon. Sorry about that. Get a clean spoon and kind of mix the flour, right? And I'm just gonna scoop flour into my cup, okay? And then what I'm gonna do is take my knife. In fact, let me move this over here so you can see. Woo. All right, take my knife and just, ta-da. So there's one. So what comes after one? We need to do another one. Yep, 2. So here's number 2. See how it's nice and fluffy? Yeah, and it's not all packed. All right, so there's 2. Put it in. What comes after 2? Yep, 3. So here's number 3. All right. What comes after 3? Yep, 4. Good job. So let's put some more flour in. Ooh, these cookies are gonna be so good. All right, so there's 4. And remember, we need a half also. So I'm gonna switch cups and get a half. So here's just a little half. Okay. Ta-da! 4½ cups. Now, if I turn this on fast, it's gonna go everywhere. So I'm gonna kind of turn it a little slow, okay? Move this over. So I'll just do it a little slow. I like to look through my recipe and just double check that I didn't miss anything, because it won't taste very good if you miss ingredients. So, you can add nuts to this. I don't add nuts to my chocolate chip cookies. So if you don't, then you need to add extra, probably 5, maybe 4 tablespoons of flour. So I've always just put 5 in. 1, count with me, 2, 3, 4, and the last one makes 5. Otherwise, it won't be quite the consistency we need. So let's mix it up. Ooh, I'm gonna scrape the sides because it kind of goes up the side and I want the butter and everything to be mixed together, okay? It's looking good. All right, let me mix it just a little more. It's still just a little sticky. All right, so the last thing I'm gonna add is chocolate chips. So I add 1 bag of regular semi-sweet chocolate chips and 1 bag of regular semi-sweet mini chocolate chips. So that's the double chocolate right there. So let's put that in. 1 bag. Let's get the other bag. And here's my other bag. These are the regular ones. And here's 2 bags. That's a lot of chocolate chips, huh? Yum. All right. Don't do it too fast because this is going to get kind of heavy in there. You hear it? It's mixing. I'll let you see real quick. How does that look? Looks pretty yummy, doesn't it? All right. So I just want to mix it, maybe just a little bit more. All right, so look at all this dough. It is heavy. All right, so we're gonna move on over to the next spot, okay? Just a second. All right, so If your grandkids were here, you know I'm gonna let you lick the paddle. But since you're not, I'll scrape it off so we can make more cookies. And I'll just put that over here. Okay, so here's our cookie dough. I have a 3 tablespoon ice cream scoop, and that's what I'm gonna use. So those are gonna be pretty big cookies. I put it on parchment on my cookie sheet. My oven is preheated to 350 degrees, all right? You can do it between 16 and 18 minutes. So this oven, my best cookies come out at 17 minutes in my oven. In your oven, they might become something different. So what I do is I just scoop it, and I'll show you how big. It's quite a big cookie. Now, I also do this. I put chocolate chips on top, usually about 5, because when they come out, if you don't, there might not be chocolate chips on top. Okay, so I will finish scooping and putting these in the oven. I put 5 to a pan.